but you're going to find consistency using silver bullet because it's time-based, and it's always going to form. Every single day, it's there. The problem is you want it to form on your favorite time frame. You want it to fit your already established expectation or preconceived notions about what price should do, and you're not following the rules. So yes, you're doing shit wrong, and you're not getting the results, and that's expected, right? If I give you a recipe and say, this is the ingredients, this is the order you do it, and this is what you should expect as a result, and you substitute something, okay? You leave a key ingredient out and replace it with what you think is better suited for that. You're not going to get the same result. And don't complain that you didn't get the result that was promoted by me that you should be getting if you're doing something outside the scope of the instructions and parameters I've given. If you come to me as an educator, as a mentor, you're trusting me enough to give me your attention initially. So why don't you fucking follow the rules that I've placed in front of you? You're failing. You are failing, not me. You are. So you have to change that shit. It's always going to be you. When I mess up and when I fail, nobody's fault but mine. That's accountability. You have to be accountable to yourself. And some people just don't want to be accountable. They want to have the luxury of being able to blame somebody else because they fucked up. They didn't do something right. And in this industry, guess what, Jack? You don't get that luxury. It's always you. Because I don't run a fucking signal service. If you make money, congratulations. You did it right. Well done. I am proud of you. If you lose money, eat that shit because you did it on your own. What do you mean, eat that shit? Learn from it. It's hard medicine. It's a bitter pill. Swallow it. It's going to make you better. It will make you better. It's going to make you the trader you want to be. You think that it's always going to be the sugar highs that make you the best trader that you're ever going to be. Give me the stuff that works, ICT. Fuck all the bullshit. You're going to learn from all the cuts, the abrasions, the bruises, the losses. That's what I learned from. And you're going to learn from it too. But you have to allow that to happen. You can't tiptoe around thinking, I'm going to avoid losing trades. You're not. Because the more you try to do that, it's going to land right in your lap. But every single time I blew out an account, it was on the heels of a good run. And I wanted to feel good again because it was wearing off too fast. The same fucking hour, walking around like, oh man, shit. I made more money than I make a whole month. A whole month of work in this bullshit job. I made more money than that in this one fucking trade. Man, like if I just did that once a month, I don't need to have a job. Yeah, it's great. It's wearing off. I gotta do it again. And you think that you can just go into the market and find something like that again, forgetting the fact that it just took you 2.5, 3 weeks for that price run to continue, to complete and go to its target. You get tore up by the chemical imbalances in your brain when you win, and you don't even know what that feels like yet because you haven't done it yet. You haven't won. You haven't found consistency. And when that achievement is reached, you have a whole new level of learning to go through. It's something, folks. It's a learning process.
All right, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday, everybody. March 4th, 2025. Welcome in, guys. Like the stream on your way in if you'd be ever so kind. Appreciate you guys being early to class. Let's go. What's up, Storm Scout? What's up, Jan? Good to see you guys. What's up, Vez, Natsu, Levert, Marcel, John, Caven, Alberto, Nick. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So we have no news today. No news today. But we do have Trump speaking later. This is 9 p.m., so address joint session. Congress Capitol Building. Got it. So no news today necessarily, but we are still in NFP week protocol. We'll see how things shape up here. We got market open here in 2 minutes or so. And looking at the charts here, top-down analysis, we did end up getting the daily candle yesterday. I remember we talked about, this daily fair value gap on NQ, and we obviously had, yesterday morning we were creating this wick to the upside. So obviously we had a lot of time to wait for this daily candle to close, and ultimately this daily candle did end up showing respect to this daily SIBI. And then we ended up closing, oops, not you, Siri. And then we did end up closing below the lows here. SMT is still present here on ES. We are very close to running out that same low where the SMT is. 4 hour. Currently 4 hour SIBI being traded from. And yeah, right now all order flow is push price lower. Looking bearish for the moment unless something changes. But yeah, daily 4 hour, 1 hour, like everything is holding bearish PD arrays and disrespecting bullish PD arrays for the moment. So, oh boy, I don't know, boys. All I know is that it looks bearish, and I just want it to stop. Just wanted to stop going down. You know what I mean? We need to start. I want this shit to start going up. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. Yeah, just looking at the overnight sessions. We took out yesterday low, obviously. So far this morning, not a whole lot of movement in Asia and London. Market open here in like 10 seconds, boys and girls. Let's see how we open up and react. But that is where we are at for now. Let me know your bias in the chat. In the poll, rather. So far, most of you guys are bearish. 57% bearish, 35% bullish. Some of you guys think we might get chopped. We do have no news today, so I mean, I guess we could maybe see some logic if we did get a choppier day today, but given that it's NFP week, I would hope not, and we're so volatile that there should be opportunity regardless. So well, let's scale in here. Market just opened up. Opening range gap, pretty decent size. 146 points. We'll go ahead and mark this out. It's actually a little bit more than that. Just gonna mark out the quadrants of this, guys. I want to mark that sell side level being taken. Well, let's just stay on regular trading hours for now. What do you guys think? But yeah, man, this market just does not want to keep dying, does it? Or does not want to stop dying, I should say. Nick, I am good, man. Thanks for asking. How are you, Nick? What's up, Tom? What's up, Derek? MJ, Santana, good morning, guys. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah. Did anybody trade PM session yesterday? What a crazy sell-off at the end of the day. I don't know what it is, like, even in PM session, it's like, it's kind of like slow in the first half of PM session, and then like the last, like power hour, I guess. Power hour, last hour of the day, it's like we just see crazy sell-offs recently, like the last week. Including yesterday, right? So like right here is what, 230, 245. Also, we just tank, like literally going into the close all the way through these lows. 450 points, like, my God. First 310, yeah. So takes this low out before, you know, Top Step would flatten all your positions for you automatically, but another push lower here. Yeah, we're trading down from an hourly Sibi right now and a 4-hour. I'm just looking to see where price would maybe want to, because if we're manipulating here at the open and then we push back up into this range. I'm looking for target. I mean, I think easiest target would be the remaining open imbalance in this 4-hour. Which would be this high. That's if we want to get up there. That would be 592. Let's call it 600. Good old 300 points out. 300 points out. No first presented for value gap formed as of yet. Aw, thank you, Nick. Shorting market open is the play last 2 weeks. It sure is. It sure is. Yeah. Good news, though, boys. At least, hopefully, good news. Crypto Summit Friday at the White House. Rumor has it there's going to be a no capital gains tax announcement on crypto. That would be sick. I don't know if that... I almost find it hard to believe that that would be the case, but that's what X is saying. That's the rumor flying around on X. Yeah, everything's sold off here at the open. NQ, ES, Dow Jones. NQ's pushing up pretty fast right now. The problem with like these types of trades is like if you don't turtle soup these entries, I mean, how do you really trade these? You know what I mean? I feel like you'd have to be buying the stops below the low here. So now we're forming SMT at the recent high for the moment. Some inefficiency here to the left. See if we can get this 5-minute closure above here. First presentation is about to be left behind. I'm tempted that if we pull back into first presented fair value gap and then show respect, I'm tempted to long towards the high of opening range gap and then 592. Just given this reaction off of these lows here early. Let's see if price wants to trade back down into there, boys and girls. Still waiting on this 5-minute closure. We close in like 30 seconds. I don't love the idea as much if we can't get the closure above this high on the 5-minute. Because we have SMT at this high. And we got imbalance to the left that we're trading down from. So I might just sit this out if we can't get this closure. Yeah, fuck. It might still hold and push higher, but you can see a pretty obvious reason why it would maybe fail. So, all right, yeah, we did not get the 5-minute close. SMT at this high. I'm not gonna long this, but I'm watching it obviously. We'll see. We'll see. What do you guys think? Good no trade? I think it's a decent no trade. Why is Patrick Whelan going off on every ICT trader? He was beefing with Brian Stonk on Twitter today and things got heated. I actually saw that this morning. You know what's crazy is... What's crazy is I just watched his stream for the first time yesterday. I've always seen him like on Twitter and stuff, and I've always like seen him live, but I actually like sat and was like watching his stream yesterday in the PM session. Well, I shouldn't say I was watching it intently. I had it on in the background, I should say. I wasn't like actively trading, so I wasn't like totally engaged, but yeah, it seemed like he did pretty well. I've just always seen his like tweets and stuff, and I'm just like, I mean, either this guy's kicking ass and taking names, or he's capping. But it looks like seems to know what he's talking about. So, but yeah, no, I saw that beef thing with Patrick this morning. Just basically, what was he calling him out for? Like faking. It looked like he was calling him out for faking profits or something, or something wasn't adding up, is what I gathered from his tweet. But I don't know, dude. I don't know. That's how Patrick Whelan does his. That's how he does his thing, though. He beefs with everybody. He beefs with everybody, and that's how he grows, dude. It clearly works for him. You know, but I don't know. You know, I'm a big innocent until proven guilty kind of guy. Obviously, with trading, you know, trading can be an interesting space at times. But I would give Brian the benefit of the doubt until proven otherwise. But does he even have anything to sell? Does he? Oh no, he does, doesn't he? I think he has a Discord, I want to say. So yeah, I guess it would be important for things to be verified, I guess. I don't know. I mean, if you got something to sell and you're using big P&L payout numbers, and if you're claiming that there's something that they're not with something to sell, that would be a little bit unethical, I would say. But I don't know. I guess we'll find out. It seems like when Patrick Whelan sets his sights on somebody, he doesn't really let up. So I'm sure we'll see more tweets coming soon. But him coming after ICT traders, I wouldn't think is a surprise, considering he literally hates and trolls ICT like it's his mission. I mean, he does a good, I mean, he's a really good troll, I'll say that. He's had a lot of practice. Maybe I should start tweeting at him so I can get like on his radar and he can start beefing with me. That might be a good way to grow. What are you guys think? Yeah, by the way, great decision to avoid this trade, by the way. We did not get that closure that we wanted. We have SMT here. You can see this crazy retracement. We did not take this low, but I imagine ES is at the moment. Let me check. Yeah, ES is as well. So we do have SMT at this low now. But yeah, just not enough here to justify that and feel too confident in it. So that would have been a quick stop. So good job filtering that out. Yeah, I'll just keep waiting here. Quarter two right now, new 15-minute candle. We'll see, man. We need to wait for some structure to confirm any directions as of right now. Patrick said he came out clean on his live today. What do you mean, Ramey? Who came out clean? Oh yeah, Patrick's live right now, ain't he? He's probably talking about it on his channel. Good old PW. The one thing I don't really necessarily understand is he trolls people for like being affiliated with prop firms and making money as an affiliate. But at the same time, that's literally what he did for. I mean, he didn't start getting payouts until like last year. His own words, and made hundreds of thousands of dollars from prop firm affiliates and he's been streaming for what, like 6 years or something like that. So it just seems hypocritical. Like, I don't really understand, how you can hate on other people for doing what you do currently and what you did for so many years. And wasn't he caught faking shit for a while, like back in the day? I think he made a big post about it on his YouTube. I didn't read the whole thing. Too long, didn't read, but just getting caught up on all the streamer drama. I think he got caught for doing the same shit, like faking, like lying about profits or just turning and burning, obviously, all these accounts. And like not really disclosing it and just like always showing the wins and the green P&Ls. I don't know. But it seems hypocritical from where I sit. What's up, Kyriam? Good to see you, man. Yeah, choppy so far, guys, into the open, man. Not any great opportunities here. Great opportunities to get chopped up and lose money, I suppose. But filtered out one trade so far. It would have been an L, so good good job with that. But yeah, nothing going here. Basically a literal coin flip at the moment. All right, guys, get your final votes in for the bias. I'm going to close the poll off here in the next, like, 2 minutes before the macro. We got, like, almost half the chat is bearish. 38% bullish, 14% chop. And if you're going to vote bullish or bearish, basically it just means where do we trade to first, sell side or buy side? Get your votes in. Get your votes in. What's the bias, dude? Yeah, Jan Van. I was hoping you would tell me. I mean, I would like to see upside, right? Like with us wicking these lows. We took out yesterday's low during pre-market this morning. And then so far this morning at open, we rated this low one more time. We have an SMT here currently. So I would like to see upside. But obviously 4 hours bearish, daily is bearish, 1 hour is bearish, like everything's bearish still. So no denying that. Well, technically you could say there's SMT both sides of the range still, because there's SMT here as well. The thing is, if we sell off, oh man, like, you know, where's your target? What are we drawing towards? You got, I mean, you just got endless amounts of lows. I guess you could just keep extending across your chart. How ugly is it gonna get? How ugly is this about to get, though, is a question. Yeah, so far this is Chop City. Looks very seek and destroy profile for the time being. Wicking lows, wicking highs. SMTs both sides of the range, back and forth. If you're a range trader, this is heaven for you right now. Because these are big ranges too. 150 points. Yeah. Yeah, be safe right now, boys and girls. This is easy. This is easy account blowing conditions, I will say. Very easy. And then as soon as you start trading the range, it'll leave the range. It'll break out a little bit and go like, you know, 1/2 deviations out of the range and then come back in. Tricky ass market, dude. Ramy, I've been trading ICT for right around 2 to 3 years. I don't have like an exact date for you. I traded supply and demand, which I felt like had a lot of ICT crossover, smart money concepts in it, even prior to that. So I look at supply and demand trading. I was trading like a lot of Forex back then, obviously. So, you know, I'd be marking out supply and demand levels, or AKA order blocks, AKA institutional candles, whatever you want to call them. You know, I was marking those out on my GBP USD, my Euro USD, GJ, USD CAD charts, and I'm sitting there setting limit orders. I was a little bit more of a swing trader probably back then, because I was taking a lot of entries off the 1 hour and 4 hour time frames. So, you know, I'd hold trades for like a full day or 2 days. Back when I traded supply and demand. But you gotta have the right conditions to swing trade as well. That's what a lot of people really like. I feel like it's not really. I don't really hear a lot of people being swing traders anymore, I guess. But yeah, you gotta have the right conditions for swinging. I mean, if we're range bound for an extended period of time, a month, a couple of weeks, like there's no. I mean, if you trade in it, you're probably gonna get either chopped up or you know, just break even, or who knows what. But you're not gonna get a clean movement to target, and it could just take a really long time. Like if you're somebody that swing trades only like one instrument, well, that one instrument has to be expanding in order for you to, you know, make any money. And it is so long. I got so sick of like holding a trade for a full day or two, or even longer sometimes, and like getting stopped at break even after holding it for 3 days, or even worse, hitting stop loss after 3 days. It's like, fuck. Like when I hit stop loss, I'd prefer to get stopped out immediately. Like just have the market immediately show me I'm wrong, and then go the other direction. Like don't go to my profit after you stop pump me. Just, I want everything about my analysis to have been totally dead wrong. Yeah, it's the worst feeling ever when you get, and when you trade like CFD brokers, a lot of times you'll get stop hunted, not by actual price. You'll get stop hunted by the broker itself, because the spreads will widen just far enough to hit your stop. And the actual wick of the candle never even hit your stop loss. The spread got you out, and then price goes to your TP. Oh my God, it's the worst. Oh, burn it all down. Burn it all down. Been studying ICT for 1 year and watching experienced traders. They help me a lot grow. Thanks, bro. You trade prop firms, right? What's your risk management for 50K account, bro? I appreciate it, Remy. Risk for a 50K account, it just really depends on your mindset going into that specific account. Like, you know, and if it's your first time trading with props, I'm assuming it's not maybe your exact first time, but it just depends. Like if you want to take it slow, obviously you want to divide your drawdown a little bit more, right? Give yourself room for losses. Whether that's you got to lose 5 trades in a row before you lose the account, 7 trades, 8 trades, 10 trades, you know, or if you're like, I don't want to spend a lot of time in combine phases because I can afford, you know, buying a couple or a few combines. If I blow out, it just really depends on your situation. So that's how I like to view combines now, right? Like, I don't want to spend a lot of time in them. I'd rather like reset a couple of times and get through the combine phase quickly. So I'd get it into a funded. But then like once you get it into a funded, obviously be a little bit more relaxed. Be even pickier with trades. At least I'm speaking for myself. And then give yourself more room for error, right? Not risk quite as much. Like I'm only risking like so far, even on like these 50K accounts that I'm copy trading, I'm only risking like $200 to $400 a trade. Which, depending on who you ask, could be very little or a lot, but I guess, but to me, that's giving ample room to endure a losing streak if I hit one. And then if you're not copy trading as well, like there's so many different strategies with prop trading. That's why it's so interesting to like always hear how like other traders go about it. Obviously, there's no wrong answer. As long as it works for you, it works for you. But like you'll hear some people that, you know, they'll have multiple accounts and they'll have one account specifically for going really hard on, right? Go really aggressive. They don't really care if they lose it because that's like their whole goal of like that account was to go fast and try to run it up. But then they'll have like other accounts that they're a lot more conservative with. I think if you're copy trading all of your accounts together at one time, then obviously the conservative approach is probably the better approach, obviously, so you don't lose it all at once. But then again, you don't have to copy trade them all. Yeah, you can trade different accounts different ways. You can use some accounts for scalping, some for swing trading, some accounts you take partials, other accounts you don't. You know, things like that. There's so many different unique ways you can go about it. It's like there isn't really a right or wrong answer. But I'd be interested to see how you guys in the chat. How do you guys in the chat go about your funded accounts? Do you guys copy trade all of them? Do you guys separate it? Do you trade every account individually? Do you have like some accounts, like a few that you copy trade, and then other accounts you push really hard, other ones you go conservative on? Let me know how you guys do it in the shot. In the shot, boys and girls. How do you guys go about it? Or like Nick says, you could just full port. You could throw all caution to the wind and say, ride or die. Okay, Kenny, so you copy trade literally everything all at once, including your live with your prop accounts. And you trade everything with the exact same risk, it sounds like. Interesting. Not profitable enough to pay. Alberto, I appreciate the honesty. The prey strategy, Nick. I've heard of that one. It's never worked for me, but I've used it in the past. The good old prey strategy. Now we're getting somewhere, selling off a little bit. Sell side at 114. Got a little ways till then, but see, this is what I mean. Like, especially if we get like seek and destroy and chop, it's like this could just be deviating like negative 0.5 from the range, and then we just go right back in without actually taking any sort of objective. That's why seek and destroy is so hard, because as ICT traders, we're always looking for the draw. And like when you get these choppy range-bound accumulation phases, it's like there really isn't a draw right now. We're just generating liquidity both sides. So even, you know, like even if we leave like a gap here and then like price trades back into it, a lot of people could be like, default, I'm just going to short this. I just think it's risky still. Because it's like if we're not spooling, if we're not expanding, then it's not going to work. But let's see, dude. You know, if you were to just go look at these projections here, let's put -5 on. Where is it? I think I got it. Oh no, not on trading, not on Top Pix. I'm gonna tape read this for lower, I guess. This is our first real like movement out of this range, so. Yeah, 114 and 826 are our two sell side levels here. For further downside. How big is this gap? This gap is 75 points. Ay. Lost a lot of combines and about 20 funded accounts. Passing isn't the problem, but staying consistent and making the payout is. Most of my funded accounts were up around 2K. Lost them all, Rami. Yeah. Yeah, Rami. My very first time getting funded with Top Step, I remember I had two. I had a 150K account and a 100K account. Top Step X wasn't a thing yet. They're both on Trade and yeah, I was in the mindset of like, I'm just gonna run them up and never take a payout until they're like a really big astronomical number. So I remember both of them were up like 3K each, and I didn't even take a payout on them. So then after I blew those, I was like, yeah, no, this is the wrong way to treat prop firm accounts. Like treating them like a bank account really is the wrong way to go about it, in my opinion. I think everybody for the most part, not everybody, but a lot of people for the most part, you know, they'll have an opportunity to take a payout of like $1,000, couple $1,000 maybe, but like they don't do it because they tell themselves like, you know, if I take $1,000 out of my account, it's not going to change my life. It's not going to be life-changing amount of money. So then they leave it in, and then they just try to keep growing it to get it to a bigger amount of money that will be more life-changing for them, right? And then by result, a lot of them end up giving all that profit back. And I mean, that is literally a prop firm's dream, right? Like, is that type of a person, because they've maximized their profit on you, right? Like, you paid for the combine, you paid maybe however many resets, you paid the activation fee, and if you don't get to a payout, I mean, you are literally that's exactly how they make the most profit off of any one individual. So yeah, man, I think you gotta, I mean, at least get to one payout that offsets any of your cost for acquiring that account would probably be the best method. And then from there, if you want to go a little bit more risky, because it's truly risk-free after that, right? But yeah, there really is no one-size-fits-all advice for the prop firm game. That's why it's so interesting. You notice how, like, if you're talking about live personal funds, there really is like a one-size-fits-all, you know, standard for trading. It's don't be a dipshit, don't over leverage, don't overtrade, don't do stupid shit, don't try to send it in full port and flip your account because you're just probably gonna lose it. Like, if it's live personal account, like, the advice is very standard. When it comes to prop trading, I guess as long as it works and you're making money, then there really isn't like a one-size-fits-all advice. There's so many different strategies you can go about it. And you've seen all across the landscape, like, people try it different ways and make it work. So that's why prop trading is definitely different than live trading. I mean, I feel like it's a whole different mentality, really. I have 2 Tradeify accounts. Maybe a TradeView, execution on TradeAway, copy trade 2 accounts. Well, up to 5 when I get a payout. Nice. Still trying to pass the one, Mahavir? Yeah, if you're still trying to pass the first time, then take it slow. Treat it like a funded account. Take it slow. I feel like the first one is the hardest one. The first one is probably the hardest. Once you pass the first one, it's like, I don't know. I feel like it gets mentally easier, at least. What's up, Maida? Good morning. Just passed your combine with the last drop, Ricardo? Look at you. Ricardo, you son of a gun. Yeah, it's like this market is getting to a point where I might just not even touch my XFAs on this morning. I got a couple combines loaded up. I could trade those. I don't know. I'm just not loving this. I'm still tape reading this and see if we get this movement away down to sell side or not. I'm just a little skeptical of it, thinking that we could just retrace back into this range and it's broadening formation, seek and destroy, which is bad news bears for most ICT traders. Oh, you're up 10 bands right now, Rigels. Stop the cap, Rigels. 10 bands, he says. Get out of here. Oh, maybe. How did you fix that problem? How did you fix the mindset of thinking, I need to make a lot of money in a short time and stop over trading? How do you stay consistent and manage risk? Yeah, good question. I would say the I need to make a lot of money in a short time, that exact mindset is exactly how you just keep losing. So eventually, you know, after you lose enough, you kind of just realize like, shit, this isn't working. You know, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So like the amount of money that I've lost unnecessarily because I couldn't control myself, or because of that exact reason, like I'm just trying to make money so fast, you know, comparing myself to all these other traders all over the place. Like once you touch the stove and get burned enough times, it's like you just got to make a change, otherwise you're literally going to lose everything. So for me, Rami, I feel like I just hit a point where the pain was just too much, and I just had to fucking take a chill pill. And then, ironically enough, the more I slowed down, it seems like the more progress I seem to make. So, like every time something bad happens in my trading, it is 100% because I'm just trying to rush something. I can't think of a time I've actually blown anything up by doing everything right. Like having a plan, following the plan perfectly, managing my own risk, not being an idiot. I can't think of a time I've actually blown something up by doing that. Losing streaks, sure, but like I've never just totally lost shit by doing everything right. It's everything else that is the variable. Like that one day you decide to go, like you're doing so good, and then that one day you're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go on tilt, and you go on tilt, and that's the end. So yeah, there really isn't like a magic piece of advice I could give you, Rami, unfortunately. If there was a magic piece of advice that would fix all traders' problems, I could probably sell it and make a lot of money. But I don't think that magic bullet advice exists, unfortunately. You just, the moment you can get a grasp on your self-control, that's when everything will get better. Wriggles, come on, dude. I was hoping you actually up 10K. No, mate, I haven't taken anything yet today. Nope. We did filter out longs early off the first presentation for value gap, but we did not get a good closure on the 5-minute. We had SMT against us, so we filtered that trade out. Would have been a loss, so yeah, we just keep drifting lower here now. Seeing if we do have the juice to get to some sell side objectives here. We're hitting -5 standard deviations of this range, so we'll see if it wants to trade back up into the range or not now, or actually continue lower. I mean, once we start taking out sell side levels, you know, I start to just lean more bullish from there. But we did kind of identify how everything was still bearish overall. Daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, like everything was bearish structure wise, and with the PD arrays that we're holding. So not too surprised to see it keep going lower here. Just you know, like, I don't know, being inside of this price range, it feels like, from where I sit at least, it feels like a gamble to try to predict, you know, do we go higher or lower out of this range, honestly. I mean, just look at first presentation for value gap. Like, we create it, we immediately inverse it. Right afterward, we immediately reclaim it, and then we reverse it again, and then we actually sell from it. So it's just a coin flip in here, honestly. It's my opinion that if you took anything in here, you gambled. I said what I said. Oh yeah, I forgot to close the poll. I hope not to blow it this week. I'm assuming is what you meant. My problem is not passing combines, it's keeping them alive. Is not passing combines, it's keeping them alive. Do you mean the funded accounts? Do you think the price action is due to NFP? No, I mean, today we just have no news, right? So today's a no news day. It is NFP protocol, so protocol says we can trade today. No, I think that here's what I mentioned earlier, right? So like here, so here's what we know about price. What we know about price is after expansion comes what, chat? After expansion, what comes next, chat? Anybody know? Any star pupils in the chat this morning? What comes after expansion, chat? Hold for dramatic effect. Retracement is not the word I'm looking for. Lang trades is close by saying alcohol. Unfortunately, Carlos, it looks like Carlos got it. Carlos got it right on the head there. After expansion comes accumulation. That's right, that's right, that's right. So, what did we talk about? How the end of the days have been acting. The end of the days recently, over like literally the last week or more. Early part of PM session, we don't get a lot of movement. Well, here's what's been happening. What's been happening is market opens up in the morning and we see price expand aggressively one way or the other. This has been pretty standard. Obviously today didn't happen today, but for the most part today, market opens up, we see price go up or down. Usually it's been down over the last like week or so. And then we see a lot of choppy range bound price late AM session, early PM session, just to see in the final hour of the day these crazy big expansions to the downside they've been. And, you know, it's not really totally surprising that the previous New York session, AM or PM, it expanded. Therefore, the following session, we get a little bit more range-bound price. If you want to find any logic with that thinking. And then obviously today, no news. It is NFP week, yes. But we should overall, shouldn't be a deterrent, right? We should be able to see decent opportunity. It just begs the question, like, does that set up a better PM session today? Right? Less choppy, better delivery, more expansion, et cetera, et cetera. Because after expansion comes accumulation. After accumulation comes what, chat? What comes after accumulation, chat? Expansion, Alberto. You got it. King U says me. Maybe also true. Maybe also true. Hey, sometimes at same here sometimes actually. Now that I think about it. Me and King U really are twins for real. Shit. Well, actually that's only me if I catch the move, but if I don't catch the move, that not so much. Stop loss. Classic. Yeah. No, I do not have a mentorship group, Mahavir. I have a YouTube channel. So you're in the right spot. I try to be an open book though. Whatever questions you guys have about like concepts, price, whatever, like, I mean, I give you guys my interpretation from my experience. I don't claim to be some trading guru. I don't claim to be anything like that. I don't claim to be the best. Far from it. So, but I try to be of service and of value. Here's what I do know. when I first started trading, especially like ICT concepts, I think I would have gotten a lot of value, honestly, from just watching somebody live trade in front of me in real time, calling out price, even if like they got it wrong a lot. Like I feel like I would have gotten a lot of value from that. I feel like a lot of you guys, if you're new to trading and like you're just getting started trading now, like within the last like 6 months to 12 months, I mean, you really are like spoiled in a way. Like there's so many streamers now, there's so many educators like teaching different trading concepts, especially ICT, but really everything, right? So yeah, there's just a lot of resources now. That weren't really a thing. I feel like when why do you think I ended up joining? Why do I think of why do you guys think when I joined IM? Like that was the only place you could like live trade with people. And then like shortly thereafter we started, you know, the shift started happening, if so to speak, but you were going through educational videos, but there are some doubts. Not know what to ask. Do not know whom to ask or how to ask. You don't know who to ask or how to ask, Mahavir? I mean, if you got questions on like concepts or anything, now's the time to ask, because I can go over whatever on the charts while we're here live, you know what I'm saying? But we did see price sell off here to the 114 level, sell side. Man. You know, see now price is starting to pick up. I wonder if we... The question is, do we got the juice to get to 826? Do we got the juice to get to 826, boys? We might. It is 10:20 right now. So if we can hold this level and then keep moving lower, I definitely don't mind the idea of shorting down to 826. I'm just trying to avoid like price returning back into this range and then we just go sideways for the next hour or two. This 5-minute candle closes in 2 minutes. What do you guys think, chat? Do we expand to 826 or do we come back in the range? By the way, there were some tariffs that were going into effect at like midnight. So I think the tariffs are officially on right now for Mexico and Canada, I want to say, right? I want to say it was that. And we did see price when that, like literally right at midnight, jump around from that news. Right here. Yeah, this spike right here is right when the tariffs went into effect at midnight. Oh boy. Yeah, like if we're gonna expand lower from here, we got a 5-minute gap being left above this wick for the moment. If we look like we're gonna hold this level and keep expanding, I'm gonna try to get in short and ride this down. See if price wants to trade into this gap here. Mojave, are you or an I am too? Yeah. Sorry to hear that. No, I learned a lot about a bunch of other strategies, which is why I feel like ICT concepts I can confidently say makes the most sense in my mind. Just in terms of predicting moves. Even like scalping though, like I just feel like even like the people that really hyper scalp, it just doesn't resonate with me. Like we know a lot of people that scalp and make a lot of money scalping, especially in the prop firm space, but like, man, it just seems a little arbitrary to me. Like, yep, I'm just hoping for a little 10-point bounce. It doesn't resonate with my loins is all. Like trading ICT concepts, we're actually like looking to target liquidity, imbalance. Like we're targeting, we're actually, in my opinion, it's more like trading. Like you're trading from one thing to another thing in price, you know? We're not like, give me a 10-point bounce and let me fucking smack my ass. I mean, Jesus. It just doesn't resonate with me, but people do it and they do it really well. So it is what it is. Yes, bro. A hyperscale, bro. Why do traders say bro so much? Probably because we're mostly bros. Would be my guess. Well, that'd be my guess. Yeah. Well, so here's my plan, guys. I'm really kind of just basing what happens next off of this PDA right here. I think potentially could look for longs if this fails. You know, maybe see this play as an inversion to trade back into the range off of. Otherwise, in the next 90 seconds, if this can respect and then we start trading away, I'm going to scale in and potentially look to keep shorting. Nah, 10:30 coming up. Ugh. The fuck, bro? All right, guys, we respected it for now with the close. With the close. Oh, fuck. Why does it do that? It accidentally put me in a trade. I just closed it. I'm trying to... Here's what I did. I clicked 15, and then I clicked the S for 15 seconds. But when S is my hotkey for selling. So apparently it didn't register the numbers. So your boy's green now. Up 10 bucks. Not 10 bands. 10 bucks. Stay patient. Dun, 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 dun. It's a great day to be alive. I know the sun's still shining when I close my eyes. It's a hard times in the neighborhood, but why do they feel just this good? There's still so much like higher time frame imbalance up in here that would push price lower. We're hitting a 15-minute gap here, boys and girls. Start clearing some of this out. The 114 level Sashin is a sell side level. It's just a daily low here. So I just marked out some recent lows here. This low makes a lot more sense because it's got imbalance below it. This was all, for the most part, efficient in here, right? On the daily. Tell me why you ain't never seen a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Jesus Christ.
Why? Mr. Market, why?
Have you ever had a dream that you
SMT here with ES. Got ES on my other monitor over here. I got you, Flam. Flam tap boom. I got you, Flam tap. That's what I do. We're all about liquidity over here. Just blocked on my account with 500 USD on profit. Scary day for people with 25K valuation account. Hey, Alberto, congrats. See, here's another thing. Here's another thing too about like prop firm trading, and like this whole notion about like going fast and like trying to make money quickly and like, you know, comparing yourself to these other big P&L numbers that you see on social media. But just think about how much. Like, let's say you made. Like, let's say you had a few funded accounts. Fuck it. Let's just say you had one funded account. And you literally just made like a few $100s a day on average. Some days more, some days less, right? Some days you lose, whatever. But like on average, you were able to make like a few $100s a day just off one funded account. How much that would improve your life, right? Like how much would an extra couple $1,000s a month or more benefit like your current life? But I feel like everybody's so fixed on the, you know, I need my fucking huge payout. I need to make 6 figures in payouts, 7 figures in payouts. But it's like, bro, if you can make a couple thousand a month pretty consistently, like that's pretty badass. And definitely doing better than most. Jesus is king. Oh, dude, come on, dude. You guys are on the wrong one. You guys need to be on Top Step. I'm just kidding. I don't give a shit which ones you trade. Contractually, I have to say that. No, I'm just kidding. But you could imagine. No, I haven't looked at meme coin trading. I have not. My sister's fiance's little brother, however, he was hitting me up not too long ago and asked me about like meme coins and stuff. I'm like, dude, I don't trade meme coins. And then like a week later, he was like, dude, I put money in this meme coin and I can't get my money back out. Can you help me? I'm like, bro, I just told you I don't trade meme coins. Your money's probably gone. You probably just made a donation. to some guy in India. So, sorry. I can't really help you. Five 150K, only get 2K profit per account, so that's 10K a month for 1%. Yeah, see, like that's more than enough, right? That's awesome, JT. What's up, Judas? No trades as of yet. I'm framing a possible continuation short though. Just waiting for some movement here. This is a 15-minute gap up in here. We have SMT with ES now here on the 1 minute, these 1 minute highs. So yeah, man, if we can get some PD raise, I don't necessarily want to just short this because we could just return back into this range and then that's just not going to be good for us. We did filter out one trade earlier, like before the macro even, that would have been a loss. So yeah, otherwise I haven't taken any trades yet today. No trades yet for me. Yeah. Yeah, the most part of like market open up until literally 10 a.m. when market dropped. Like this was just, I mean, that was just a chop fest. That's blown account city right there. Population 1 million. Took pre-market shorts on NQ targeting higher time frame low. Got stopped at break even. Seems fine, but trailing drawdown. Yeah, dude. That's why I've never used Apex. Even like before I was exclusive. I'm exclusive with Top Step now. So I'm partnered with Top Step and Top Step alone. But even before that, like I'd never used Apex for that reason. I'm like, bro, why do I want to have, like, if I have like there's some times where I have trades where I'm deep in profit and I get stopped at break even. And now you're telling me that entire profit, like that, basically that entire profit all the way back to my break even is going to count against me now? Bro, it's just, you got to change your whole trading style if you're going to do that. You kind of have to be a scalper on Apex. So it's very tough, right? Like prop firms are hard enough as it is. So if that rule is not conducive to your trading style, it's just probably not the right choice, to be honest. You probably want to go for an end of day drawdown rule like Alberto is mentioning there. But peace out, Alberto. Thanks for showing up, man. Enjoy your day. What happened today, Tyler? Any wins, any losses? I haven't taken a single trade yet. I'm looking for maybe possible shorts now, but waiting to see something here. We got macro in like 9 minutes as well. So just chilling. Just chilling for now. We'll see if we get something here. The whole idea, though, is like if we continue expanding, right? And like I'm just not super interested in, like if we're just range bound price, chopping back and forth in the same range. I'm not very interested in that. Like I want to trade expansions. I want to trade spooling price. So like the short idea is kind of based on the premise that we're going to expand, you know, continue expanding lower here. Like this is pretty messy if like this comes all the way back up in here. It's just one big choppy range. Opportunity, yeah, but like you would have to anticipate that. And like you would have to be in your mind anticipating chop, range bound price. You're going to trade the range bound price. Like you can definitely do that, but kind of just depends on what you're anticipating. And that is not my area of expertise. When I trade range bound price, I feel like a gambler a little bit. Like I'm just kind of hoping, right? Like I don't really have a draw. I'm just like, oh, I just think we're gonna stay stuck in this range and bounce back and forth. So then I kind of like gamble off that. And it feels like I'm gambling when I do that. It doesn't feel like I'm gambling when I actually like look to take price to certain levels. Maybe that's just me coping. but that's how I feel. And I want you guys to validate my feelings. I guess you could say I identify as a breakout trader. Yeah, let's do a quick pulse check here. Macro is just the final 10 minutes of the hour, first 10 minutes of the following hour, so a 20-minute window at the top of the hour. Let's do a little pulse check, boys. As we're waiting for this to maybe drop here. Technically, I'm green because I accidentally hit my hotkey and I was in profit. I'm green, $9.80. Get like me. Right now, ES is running this low out here. Candle's gonna close. See if it can continue or not. New 15-minute candle in the next minute. Today's price action wasn't the best, yeah. There's always opportunity, but there's no opportunity for how I like to trade. So I'm happy with I'm happy I haven't taken anything. But yeah, let me know, guys. Are you guys red? Are you green? Are you flat? Chalk me up for the green fan. Chalk me up for the green team on accident. Damn hotkeys, dude. How many people we got watching? 230 people. Like the stream, boys and girls. Like the stream. If you're green, red, or flat. If you're any of those, if you're any of the options listed in the poll, you gotta like the stream. That's the only rule. Sorry, I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. Red as fuck after an 8-day green streak. Yeah, Ryan, that's how it goes, dude. Ebbs and flows, dude. Hopefully you didn't delete all your progress, though. All right, guys, new 15-minute candle here. Digging up. This is a 30-minute gap here. I believe we're tapping into. If I zoom in here, yep, 30-minute gap tap. 30-minute gap tap, 30-minute gap tap. SMT at the high still here now. We might be setting up a short here, folks. I might have to change my vote in the poll. This is so crazy. That's crazy. This is 60 points, bro. If I can retest that inversion, I think I'm going to hop in here. There we go. All right, guys, I'm going to hop in that. Stop up here at the high. See if we can trade this lower. Let's see if macro can expand lower for us. That'd be nice. Unless we're not in the trade by the time macro starts, of course. All right, guys, I might have to change teams here. Might have to change from the green team to the red team. No! Well, yeah, not looking great, but macro is starting right now. Need this level to fail here. It's in the way now. $100 says he hits TP. That's what I'm talking about, Lil Uzi. That's the vote of confidence. That's the vote of confidence that we're looking for. $100. Who's got $100 against Lil Uzi? I'll mediate this bet. I'll mediate this bet. All right, who's got it? Who's got the hundo? All right, back in profit here a little bit. Let's see this expand macro. Come on, little guy. Lil Uzi, nobody wants to bet against you, I guess. Which is surprising. Usually there's like a handful of people in the chat saying I'm going to get cooked. You know? So I'm watching the ES chart here on my other monitor, guys. Probably likely that it's probably likely that ES is going to beat NQ to the low. That'll be my break even for sure, and potentially a partial, just depending on where we're at. But I'd only take one off. Chicago Gangsta, welcome. Thanks for the sub. First trade of the day. Oh, Market Maker Slayer might want to gamble. Market Maker Slayer, do you got 100 against Lil Uzi? Right here, right now? Yes or no? $100 from Lil Uzi to you if I get stopped out. $100 from you to Lil Uzi if TP gets hit. And if I end up moving to break even, I get stopped at break even. You both keep your money. Huh? What made me take this trade is that we're bearish still on all the higher time frames. We traded up into OT of this range, 30-minute fair value gap. We have a bearish SMT with ES. And then we created this inversion right before the macro. So I hopped in on that with stop here at the highs. Wanting to see price just expand to new lows is the idea. Yeah, we took the liquidity above these internal highs here. So internal to external range is the idea. Shoot. No, I'm just promoting a little friendly banter in the shot. In the shot. Market Maker Slayer is always preying on my downfall. I don't know what it is. That guy just loves seeing me lose. Any reason you decided to short the stronger pair? Not really, Matthew. Just I'm a little bit more biased to NQ than ES. I can't remember the last time I won a trade on ES. Seems like every time I trade it recently, it just does the opposite of what I think. I can't tell if this bet is going on in the chat, though. Market Maker Slayer didn't respond. You know? All right, well, let's end this poll off for now. We'll open up another one at the end of stream. We'll see if I have to join the other team or not. Aw, thanks, Market Maker Slayer. All right. All we got to do is wait now. New hourly candle is opening up here in a couple of minutes. Want to see it expand lower. There is no hourly gap here above this high, so I guess there is on ES. There is on ES, not on NQ. Just showing the willingness for ES to go lower. There isn't. I have the TP set at negative 1.5 standard deviations. Another half standard deviation from the current, most recent low. But yeah, looking as ES trades below the low before creating SMT, I'll remove risk and maybe partial depending on where we're at. New hourly candle, guys, in 1 minute. All right, you guys stay here and watch this. I'm going to go get a refill of a hot cup of joe. At least I'm going to get one cooking up. All right? Place your orders now. Oh, fuck. Place your bets, too. Well, what did I miss? Uh, 10 rupees on red. Expand, baby. 11 a.m. candle. Get down there, dude. That Drake candle is coming in clutch, ain't it? So ES, if I show you guys my other monitor here, well, so ES on the 1 hour chart, this is the only thing that could maybe be a worry. Is like if ES decides to trade up into this 1 hour gap, that would be bad. That'll probably stop me out. especially since I'm in the stronger one. Yeah, man, we did not form an SMT with this low here on ES. I think I'm just going to let it go. I'm just going to let it ride, dude. But if ES trades into that 1 hour gap, then well, I'm going to be cooked. You know what I mean? What size account do you recommend on Top Step? I mean, the 50Ks are easier to pass, and you got tech. Well, I say easier to pass because you get a bigger drawdown relative to the account size on the 50Ks. So you get a little bit more margin for error. Therefore, they're technically, by definition, easier to pass. Obviously, they're cheaper. You still pay the same activation fee. There really isn't a wrong answer. It's just if you want an account that's a little bit easier to pass, go with the 50Ks. So they're better for that. I mean, once you get funded, obviously more is the more the better, I guess, technically, but you can make money on 50Ks all the same. So can I go somewhere? Actually, you gotta go pick up kids, meet the wife, you know, typical stuff. Y'all have fun though. All right, peace out, Lil Uzi. I appreciate the votes of confidence. I'm really curious to see where we are at by the end of this macro as well. Like, I wanted to see this 11 a.m. macro really expand towards the downside. So depending on where we're at, could maybe float the idea of a break-even management, you know, if we get to the end of the macro and we haven't moved a whole lot. We'll see, though. We got 4 minutes. Let's see where we're at in 4 minutes. $3K daily loss limit on live ever go away? I mean, I think they set you work with the management team to set your loss limit for the day, whatever that ends up being. I think as you trade for a while, yeah, you can increase it, just depending on what you work out with them, I guess. But yeah, I saw that they kicked Amir off Top Step TV yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw that. I actually only saw it because Patrick Whelan tweeted it. So then I was actually really curious. I'm like, why did they kick him off? So I went back and I watched Top Step TV yesterday. That segment. And it was because he said that he trades 15 contracts, 150K, 15 contracts, no stop loss. Bro, that's... And they're just like, yeah, dude, we can't be promoting that on here. Like, we're not about that. So we're gonna kick you off. I'm like, I mean, I respect it, honestly, but dude, 15 that guy just full sending like Full sending, bro. Absolute full send. All right, guys. Yeah, we're getting to the end of the macro here. I'm just going to go ahead and cover the trade. It feels like the right time. ES is about to run the low out. I maybe will take a little partial here when ES does, because we will have an SMT against the trade. There we go, though, boys. How about it? How about it? ES is very close to the low. The low is 744. We're at 748 right now, 4 points away. Both trading up into this gap. Come on, little fella. You can do it. You can do it. Get that old ass of yours in the end zone. We're going to win this thing. Come on. All right. Macro is over, by the way. This would be something if ES just comes down and creates this relative equal low and then just doesn't take it out. That would be something. Yeah, but not loving this spike up here. Looks aggressive. Looks angry, dude. Looks like fucking like it's upset about something. Don't be mad at me, dude. I'm just sitting here trading. Relax. That was you? Son of a bitch. Well, I mean, we're break even now, so whatever happens, happens. It would just be kind of a tease. Of course, Dow Jones, you know, took out the low. That's the only one. We don't really care about Dow Jones, do we? Another day, another break-even stop. Can't you just deliver for me one time? I feel like it's been a few days. No, I just want to cover the trade because I don't want to see, like, if ES goes and trades in that 1 hour gap, it's gonna be an L. Like, so I don't want to be stubborn and then take an L as a result. I mean, we just had a nice move down. Like, to take an L after that would be a little silly in my opinion. That'd be something that would make me want to go on tilt. But yeah, no, not looking good here. Absolutely disrespected the heck out of that gap there. So yeah, this is fast. This is displacing higher. So unless this turns on a dime, which would be pretty lucky, break even stop most likely incoming here. Generated more liquidity for later. There you have it, folks. All that for nothing. All that for nothing. What a pain in the ass. So this is, but yeah, this is what I'm watching here on the ES chart. 1 hour. Came down, put in a relative equal low. Now we got this open gap that it could trade into, so I'm just trying to be smart. Maybe we see it expand after that, but who knows? Maybe I got stopped out perfectly to the tick and then it'll go now. But either way, it didn't do what I wanted to do. I like in that 20-minute macro, I wanted to see price expand to the lows. So I gave it that chance. It didn't quite get there. So not much I can do about that, boys and girls. Not much I can do about that. But let's do another pulse check before we hop off here. Looks like if you guys would have bet, you guys both would have kept your money anyway. I got stopped at break even. That was the third option. Let me know, guys, real quick before we hop off here. Let me know if you are green, red, or flat. I will be live streaming tomorrow, boys and girls. As of right now, I'm ending the morning green, $28.50. Woo! Rich AF, dude. Shit. When you do top step pool, what is top step pool? I don't know what that is. Combine pool? What is a combine pool? Am I missing something? I'm sorry, dude. I mean, I know what a combine is. I know what an eval is. I just don't know what a combine pool is. But all right, guys, last little P&L check here before we hop off. 40 votes, pretty mixed bag, pretty even across the board. Green, red, flat, yeah. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't just sweep this high out and then just go. That'd be pretty annoying for me, but like I said, I don't want to take a loss with that 1 hour gap being open here on ES that we could maybe see price trade back into and see ES drag price higher. So I'm just trying to play it safe here. It is what it is, but gave it the attempt in the macro. That was all I was willing to give it. So now we'll wait and see. I might see what PM session has to offer. I'm going to go to the gym, come back, see where we're at. But otherwise, guys, thanks for showing up. Crazy day today. A little choppy early on and well, pretty much choppy most of the morning, pretty much. But hopefully you guys stayed safe. Don't be a degenerate. There's nothing wrong with waiting for PM session or cleaner price, guys. But appreciate you guys showing up. Like the stream before you hit the dusty trail. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys back here tomorrow morning, everybody. Peace and love.
Our trade sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen, he's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracements to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money, he's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. He's dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire. With the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.